The DURApulse GS30 AC drives from AutomationDirect are a full-featured yet easy-to-work-with drive. In the previous videos, we looked at setting up the drive and running from the keypad. Now we'll wire in some controls. Everything we're doing in this video applies to the GS10 or GS20 drives as well. Even the parameter numbers are the same. First, we'll connect a pot for speed control. The pot gives us a 0 to 10 volt input, so this would be pretty much the same as wiring a process signal. The pot ends connect to ACM and plus 10 volt, and the sweeper connects to AI1. If you were just wiring a 0 to 10 process signal, you would typically just connect ACM and AI1. Now let's connect a simple on-off switch. This is wired between DCM and DI1. This is referred to as two-wire control, and we want the drive to run as long as the switch is in the on position and stop when we turn it off. While we're using a switch here, this could be any sort of contact like a PLC output, a float switch, or whatever. Now let's look at the programming. Like the other DURApulse drives, these can operate in local or remote mode. These are also described as hand and auto modes. The default operating mode is remote or auto, so we'll just be working with that at the moment. We'll discuss switching modes and using local mode as well later in the video. Parameter P2.00 sets two-wire operation. By default, this is set to two-wire with DI1 for forward, so we don't need to change that. For speed, we'll just need to set P0.20 auto mode frequency source to 2 to use analog input. Analog input 1, which we're using, is assigned a function in P3.00, but that's already defaulted to frequency command, so it's not necessary to change. For the run signal, we'll set P0.21 auto operation command to 1 for external terminal. And since P2.00 already assigned DI1 as run forward, there's no further setup required. So really, we only change 0.20 and 0.21 from default. Let's test that. Switch to on and we can see the run indication on the drive and the pot controls the speed. Exactly what we wanted. Now let's get into local remote control. Often it is desirable to have two different ways to run the drive. The most common is some sort of local option in case there is a failure of the auto or remote run or speed signal. Your actual remote signal may be a PLC or other controller, and you may choose to add a switch for local operation. For this demonstration, I'll use this hand-off auto switch and these start-stop push buttons with the speed pot for remote operation and the keypad for local. I've got all these wired up as shown, and I'll do a factory reset to ensure all my previous settings are cleared. Parameter 0.29 is defaulted to 0 standard HOA. This allows me to use digital inputs for hand and auto selection. Then we'll set P0.20 remote frequency source to 2 for our analog input, and P0.21 remote command source to 1 for external terminal, which is a digital input I'll set next. For the digital inputs, I'll set P2.00 to 3, three-wire mode, which is required for start-stop push buttons, and automatically assigns DI1 to run and DI3 to stop. We'll tell the drive to use the inputs I've wired for hand and auto by setting 2.06 to 41 for hand and 2.07 to 42 for auto. And lastly, we're using the default on 3.00, which assigns AI1 to frequency command. We don't have to set the local sources since by default these are already assigned to the keypad. We'll switch to auto and we can see the start button runs the drive, the pot controls the speed, and the stop stops the motor. And in hand, we can see the control on the keypad for run and speed. And switched to off, the drive will not start. Now I could have used a single input as remote selection with that input set to 56, but that does not have the provision for the off position to prevent the drive from running. but that would be valid if you used a 2-position local remote switch. Automation Direct is providing the products and support you need to make us your common sense way to buy industrial controls. To see all GS30 drive videos, click here. To buy drives for your applications, click here. And for more help, see our award-winning tech support options here.